show person on the grill, Mr. Tony Fatso.
All right, welcome grillers and girls. Now that it's all the same. I host On the Grill Radio on 970 WFLA Radio every Saturday from 2 to 4. Last year we did the show from the patio right here. This year we're going back to the studio to do it at 2 o'clock. However, we're going to have Cop and SB on the line, and we're going to call them at about 3 o'clock. So we'll talk about the event, have some of the grillers on, talk a little smack to each other. And the best part about the show is it's carried by XM Radio, so it's on XM 152. So people around the country will be envious of this humble gathering of testosterone in the backyard of Carolina. Who's in the pool right now? What's your name? Who's in the pool? What?
Zach Hopper.
Zach and Case? Like I keep my gun in a case? Okay. Zach and Case. Listen. If all these guys decide to go to the bathroom in the pool, you guys are in really bad shape. I'm looking at all these guys standing at the edge of the pool, I'm like, oh God. Hold the beer a little longer, fellas. Hold the beer a little longer. This is my second year out here. Guys, this is an amazing assembly of humanity. Looking around, all the guys have something in common, is that we're all kind of ugly and most of us are kind of chubby. But it's just a really unique, diverse group, and it's always great to come by and see the different grills and the different methods of cooking. Let's see. Big news on the grill. The name I use on the radio show is Tony Fatso, right? Most people know that, or not that I'm assuming you do, but the point is, at the beginning of the year, I had to change it. I had to stop using it. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. I go with my regular name, my given name now. Which is, I can't think of a funny name, but so I'll just tell you my regular one. My regular name is Dominic, right? So I use my real name now. The reason being I couldn't use Tony Fatso any longer. I go to all the USF tailgates, right? All the USF tailgates, I'm always out there. We're grilling up hot dogs, we're feeding the masses. Boy, I'll tell you, if you ever want to meet an odd bunch of humanity, just give out free hot dogs on the side of the road, man. Those sons of bitches, you got something for free? But so a guy comes up to me. A guy no different than any of us. Well-meaning, hard-working guy. You know, wife, kids, 2 cars, I assume. A guy can afford to go to USF game on a Saturday. He obviously wasn't a student. And he was overly excited to meet me. I mean, I'm just some fat schmuck on the radio. You guys know this. This guy's, oh my God, you're on the radio. I hear you every day. Oh, we're going back and forth. Tony Fatso, that's great. And I'm like, hey, thanks. I appreciate it. And my bride is next to me. My wife of almost 10 years, standing right next to me. And he turns to her and says, oh, and you must be Mrs. Fatso. And my wife, to her credit, smiled. Like, you know that pissed off, jaw is clamped so tight that only the ends of their mouth goes up a little bit type smile. She smiled, and the guy left. And she looks at me and says, you gotta change that freaking name right now. That's stupid. Anyway, so I agreed, and at the end of the year I changed it. So we let Tony go, and we killed him in a grilling accident on the show. But listen, so I just want to tell you all that. We will be calling in to you guys about 3 o'clock. And we'll bring a little notoriety of the good or bad kind to this gathering. Thank you very much for coming out. And I'm supposed to turn it over to the ladies. So come on down. Finally, some people much more attractive than myself, Cop or SB.